This is an ultra-detailed tutorial on homemade braised beef, with seasoning ratios precise down to the gram and a fully transparent step-by-step explanation. After watching this, you'll never need to buy this richly flavored, aromatic braised beef from outside again. Friends, today we're making braised beef. This particular cut of meat contains golden streaks, which will create beautiful marbling once it's done, and the texture is quite firm, which is why this cut is usually used for braised beef. First, we need to thread a steel skewer or a bamboo skewer through the meat, either one works. Use the skewer to poke holes all over the meat, making lots of little holes so it absorbs flavors better when marinating. If you don't care about the shape, you can also cut the meat into smaller pieces, which makes it even easier for flavors to soak in. After poking holes, put the meat in a container. I'm using this wide-mouthed container for filming, but when marinating, it's best to use a deep bowl. That way, the marinade gathers around the meat more easily. With a big, shallow container like mine, the top layer of beef won't absorb flavors as well, so it's better to use a deep container. Now let's marinate it. Here we have onion, scallion, ginger, star anise, cinnamon, fennel, brute soy sauce, and light soy sauce. This is fermented soybean paste, and I recommend using only one type here. I don't recommend adding other sauces like sweet bean paste, because from my experience making this many times, other sauces overpower the flavor, and if you cook it too long, it can even turn a bit bitter. So I only recommend using soybean paste. Once all the ingredients are in, mix and squeeze everything together. Crush the vegetables, because only when they're crushed will their juices come out, which is essential for marinating. Massaging the beef helps it absorb the flavors better. After mixing and massaging, cover and refrigerate overnight. If short on time, marinate at least 2 to 3 hours. After marinating, move on to stir-frying the aromatics, scallions, ginger, and onion. We add them to the pan with oil and stir-fry until fragrant. Use medium heat and stir-fry until golden and aromatic. Once fragrant, add the spices. These are what we need today. Because beef shank is tough and harder for flavors to penetrate, use a bit more spices. If you use too little, you won't get that rich braised flavor. Then, add all the spices to the pan and stir-fry until fragrant. After that, add the soybean paste and stir-fry, letting the aroma come out. Keep using medium heat. Once the soybean paste is fragrant, add the soy sauce. This soy sauce is brute soy sauce, and its flavor is richer than light soy sauce. If you don't have it, just use regular light soy sauce. After the aroma of the soy sauce is released, we add hot water. You need to add a bit more hot water because we'll be soaking the meat later, so you can't skimp on the amount of liquid in the sauce. Once the hot water is added, bring it to a boil over high heat, then add rock sugar. No matter if it's the spices, the soybean paste, or the soy sauce, after simmering for a long time, they can develop a slight bitterness, so we need to add a bit of sugar to balance it out. Then, continue adding different types of soy sauce, light soy sauce, regular soy sauce, and dark soy sauce. We need to add all of these. You can taste the braising liquid. It should be noticeably salty. It definitely needs to be a bit salty, otherwise after cooking, the beef might not have enough flavor. Once it's ready, we put it into the soup pot. Of course, you can just use whatever strainer or cookware you have. It doesn't really matter. An enamel pot, cast iron pot, or soup bucket will all work. Here's the marinated beef we're going to blanch in. As usual, start with cold water and use low heat to slowly blanch the beef. If you use high heat, the water temperature will rise too quickly, causing the outside of the meat to contract rapidly, which traps the blood inside and leads to an off taste. With low heat, the meat contracts slowly, so always use low heat for blanching. Once it comes to a boil, skim off the foam. Now that we've finished blanching, we put the beef into the soup pot and bring it to a boil over high heat. For now, don't leave the pot uncovered and boil for 5 minutes to let the beefy smell dissipate. After boiling on high heat for 5 minutes, switch to medium heat, cover with a lid, and cook for about an hour and 20 minutes. When the time is up, turn off the heat and let the beef soak in the broth for 2.5 to 3 hours. Soaking it in the marinade is mainly to let the flavors infuse. If you keep boiling it, the flavor will get in, but the beef will fall apart. That's why we use the soaking method. It allows the flavors to penetrate while keeping the beef's texture just right. When the time's up, take off the lid. By now, the aroma of the sauce is already very strong and rich. Take out the beef shank. Now you can eat it right away, but if you want it to look nice when sliced, you can wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge to chill. That way, it won't fall apart when you cut it. If you slice the beef shank while it's still hot, it's more likely to break apart. Alright, now let's take off the plastic wrap. Make a cut down the middle for a nice presentation, just like with ham, and let's slice it open to take a look. The aroma from the tendons and beef is incredibly rich, and the marinade flavor is strong too. Take a look at this cross-section. The tendons look beautiful. Even though it might seem complicated to make from the video, I'm just showing you all the detailed steps so you can learn how to do it properly. Now that you know the whole process, you can try making your own improvements like shortening the marinating time or reducing the time it spends chilling in the fridge. These are all things you can adjust yourself. I believe that after watching this, you'll have your own ideas. So, have you learned how to make this richly flavored, aromatic braised beef? I'm sure you've got it, so go ahead and give it a try.